right, our next project is going to be the lion. Now, you're going to have to be very careful with this project because it is very small and there's a lot of cutting out to do, so you want to be very, very careful. Now, when you get the pattern doesn't show this little indentation in here, but it's just this, the pattern is just this cutout right here. And then Tom shows us how he comes in here and you just draw a little line and then up a little bit and then a little line back this way, okay? And you do the same here. You draw a little line, come up a little bit, and then draw back down. Now, the other thing is that the inner face of this, you draw a line like this, and you got to cut out the inner face. We're going to do the same over here. You just kind of go up until each part meets the other, in other words. Okay, it's sort of the middle there. And that has to be cut out. So, let's get our knife. Now, I think the best thing to do would be go ahead and start toward the head. And what we want to do first is, oh, and also we have, I'm sorry, back here we have a tail. We have a tail back here, so. But we're going to work on the head first for a minute, okay? So I want to take my knife, and I want to just drag it along there, cut up there, be very careful, and cut there. And what you want to do is cut from the outside of the piece, like this, okay? So you want to be careful. You just want to take it real easy, real slow. Don't get into see what I'm doing? Now I want to do it on the other side too. Now we're going to make it even a little bit deeper. Cut, cut, and then cut that little indentation in there, okay? And then come back and remove that wood. Do it again. And from here, remove that wood. Now, I don't have to really tell you how the grain should go because I've already told you whenever you have anything with the legs down here, the grain goes up the legs, okay? And I want to take a little bit off in here. Alright, now once again, let's do it one more time. Take a little off there. Take a little off there. Alright, see that? Now, the one we want to be very careful of is in here. We're going to make a little cut, just a small cut right in there. And we're going to remove that, okay? We're going to make a little cut in here. And we're going to remove that. Alright? We just kind of remove, like that. The knife is very close to the hand, so we want to be careful. Same thing here. You make a little cut here, make a little cut there, and from the inside, you cut, you cut. And then you slowly just take a little that off in there, okay? That. You want to be real careful. Just use the tip of your knife for this project, okay? Now, next we want to go back here and we want to go ahead and just make a cut back here, and we want to just remove a little bit of that tail. Notice how I'll make a cut, and if I have to, turn around, make another one, in other words, because this is very small stuff. Same thing on the other side. This is very small stuff, and we want to be very, very careful. And just sort of bring that tail down. Cut. Same thing here. Cut. And just remove very little at a time, folks. Do not remove a lot. You're too close to the hands to try to force anything. That's why it's very important to have a sharp knife when you're working with this stuff. Alright, now we got the tail started. Now, just like this one, we want to kind of bring the legs, kind of a cut right there, and cut in between the legs, and a cut right there. And make a V cut right there. See how that's done? Same thing here. Make a cut there. Take that out. Make a cut there. Take that out. Then we can kind of come in here and sort of take this out. Not take it out, but shape it. La-dee-dee. Got to be very careful with this small stuff. I don't want to emphasize it more because it is very, very Whoop. I'm sorry. Is very, very, come up in here, cut there, make a cut down there, cut here, make a cut up here like this, start bringing those legs down a little bit. Same thing here. Be careful. Be very careful. Notice how I'm just using the very tip of the knife to bring this down. Now, you want to take a little bit of this and come here like that. Come in here a little bit like that. Let's go ahead and okay. All right. Now let's kind of, what we want to do is in here, we want to go ahead and cut our thing in here. Just sort of bring that forward. Turn this a little bit. Let me get my knife in there. We just want to bring that back, okay? Just like that. We want to make a few cuts in here. Cut like this. Down. Cut like that, down, okay. Now let's see. Cut down a little bit more in here. Go. Same thing here. A little bit deeper in there. Right there. See that? Now we want to come up here. We want to make our cuts in here. And deepen our cuts in there. Let me come in here to this. There we go. There we go. And we want to make our cuts deep in here, okay? We'll come in here and move a little bit. See how it makes it kind of a deeper look? There. All right, let's go ahead and come up here. Take a little bit more off in here. Take a little bit more off in here. Just drag your knife in here. Don't get too rambunctious. Same thing here. Bring it down very, very lightly. Because you're not always being aware that your knife is close to your hands. So you want to be careful. Kind of come across here like this. Come across here like that. There we go. Come off on the edges here and on the edges here. We just sort of see how I'm just using the tip of my knife here to make these parts. Okay, now let's go down here and let's just sort of slowly do a little bit in here. Alright, now in the front leg, all we basically want to do is just bring this down here. In other words, we want to sort of bring that at a angle right there. Just like that. We want to sort of put that You want to be very careful in this area. This is very, very thin. Break off very easily in there. So please get your knife just like that, where you bring in the there we go, see, just like that. All right, let's kind of bring this down. And this right here is we just drag that knife along there to give it a little shape. Drag our knife along here. And let's thin up that tail some more. And let's just sort of flip that. Let's take a little. Sort of flip that tail right there. Here we go. Just like that, okay? Let's flip it some more. And then just kind of come over here like this. Go, see how that is? Then we can sort of bring this down in here. And bring that like that. There we go. All right, let's see what we have here. Let's go ahead and come down here and make that a little bit more in there. It's kind of I'm going to take this down just a little bit more on this side. Let's kind of bring this kind of a little bit more. We just kind of take a little bit underneath here. Now, we really want to be careful. Let's see. I need to take a little bit more up underneath here because I'll look at